Now, of course, I was very worried about this match, and rightly so. Newcastle won, West Ham United won. This is the match reaction. Okay, I would say overall a good performance. Probably maybe our best of the season. Resolute like the Everton one. Um, Apart from the first few minutes, and I will say that in the first few minutes, when you can see the goal like that, you have to be alert for the rest of the game. But here's the problem: they score, and then straight away, oh boy, straight away, concede again. But this time it counts because this one wasn't off the pitch. Now I wasn't surprised or shocked that Callum Wilson always scores against us. I believe in a previous life form, maybe he had a school bully that was a West Ham fan, or maybe West Ham did him dirty. Maybe there's something we don't know when these players always score against us. You know, the Callum Wilsons, the Glenn Murrays of this world, the Wayne Rooney's, who was just a good player in general, but always scored against us. The Romelu Lukaku's. There's more, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. I'm sure you guys will in the comments. Callum Wilson scores against us again. What a surprise. I feel like once a player gets confident when they can score against score against the team, they get even more up for it. But come on, man. Like, come on. Like, every fucking year, every season, just give us a break, man. I've seen too many games where Callum Wilson scored against us, but we'll leave that there. You can see that Newcastle United were missing Gimaresh. They don't really have much depth in midfield. They sold John Joe Shelvey. I'm sure they were reluctant to sell John Joe Shelvey because of he can play the deeper role. But at the same time, he wanted game time, but he's also gone to Nottingham Forest, who have about 3,000 players. And I would say, I'm not going to say it's harsh, but Thilo Kehrer. I saw a comment from a certain account that I don't like the opinions of at all, saying Thilo Kehrer is probably the worst defender they've seen at West Ham United. Are you 5 years old that you didn't see Roger Johnson? And at West Ham, Jose Font was shit. So I don't really want to hear that, if I'm honest. And it's been Thilo Kehrer's first season. I know he's made a few errors, and I think he was at fault for the goal with Paqueta and Ogbonna. I do think maybe a bit more compact in that sense, and Paqueta took too long in the ball, and Ogbonna should know Callum Wilson by now. He's been in the Premier League for a few years. They both had been in the Premier League for the same amount of time, so Ogbonna should know Callum Wilson by now. And Kehrer does need to improve defense, not even just defensively, just like composure, because as a player there, I think after that he was fine. He was anticipating the ball well, especially at the end of the second half. If we're gonna go in on Thilo Kehrer, maybe we should go in on the academy player that's been here for a long time, Ben Johnson. He wasn't that good against Anthony Gordon and wasn't that good against Derby. When I saw Johnson coming on, I thought it was going to be for Soufal, who I didn't think was good in the first half, who kept giving the ball away, who has no composure. I would say I'm personally disappointed with Saïd Benrahma today. I don't think he was good enough. I don't think he worked hard enough. I'll be honest, I don't. And I demand people to run. That's a minimum requirement. I don't give credit for people running all the time. But Benrahma, you need to run more. And he needed to be composed more. A bit like what I just said for Vladimir Soufal. He needed to be composed more as well. Now, after that, the first half was actually alright. But it was mainly because they kept giving the ball away to us. But I would say we have got a bit of our counter-attack back. Now, Rice and Paqueta played really well overall, apart from the stupid mistake of losing the ball and taking too long with the ball against Newcastle. Joel Linton and Longstaff are going to be on to you. I think Paqueta needs to learn. I said this to my mum when I was watching the game. Paqueta needs to learn that when he tackles other people quick, people are going to do that to him. He likes to get stuck in. He wins the ball on the ground, and yeah, people are going to do that to him as well. So they need to. Well, you just need to learn. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna, as I say, I always allow people that haven't played in this league for a long time before or whatever for the first season, and then I'm on to you. I'll get on to you next year. I thought Declan Rice performed really well. It's a captain's performance. And we're going to come on to a player who I've put in the title in a minute. Antonio did some good things. I didn't think it was a bad performance. I think he can still do better, though. It's not the Antonio that I know. I think Jared Bowen was a bit lackluster, but I don't think it was a complete bad performance. I think we're starting to gain momentum with the attack. I think Ben Rama needs to be a bit better. Needed to be a bit better in that game, but he's had a good season overall. Emerson did his job today. I thought it was a good solid 7 out of 10 from Emerson today. I didn't think it was anything more than that. I don't think he got ripped that much today. But I also don't think... I think he maybe could have offered a bit more in attack. I think he could have got more advanced. That'll be my main criticism. Excuse me. Now, the back three. Again, Correa, first half, I thought, especially the last 20 minutes, did well. I thought the whole team did well for the goal. Angelo Bonner played well, apart from the goal. He was at fault for the goal as well. But Nathan Aguerd, as Moyes calls him, but Nath Aguerd, my nose is a bit bunged up, by the way. Just excuse me for that. But I think he played really well today. We all saw that tackle. I'm not going to get carried away first season, but he's played really well so far. Overall, has played well since his injury. I remember the first Premier League game where he had to come off a Zuma against Leicester. He was terrible. He kept passing the ball off the pitch. Now you have to acquire 3 at the back tax for all these players that are playing well. But I think Aguerd can do it in the back 4. We saw it in the World Cup. I think he can do it in the Premier League as well. So I'm not too bothered about that. But I was about to actually call him Nathan Aguerd. Nath Aguerd, well done. Fantastic today. Who else? Have I missed anyone? I'm going to speak a bit more about the midfield. I think Rice swept the ball very well. I think his passing was good. His dribbling was good. I think we found a good balance with them two in midfield. I will say we were getting overrun. I don't have any complaints about the substitutes apart from Johnson getting ripped a bit. And the other substitutes, Ings and Fornals and Souček, didn't really have to do much in the end. They didn't really get into the game, but not any fault of their own. I don't think it was enough time for them to get involved with all 3 of them. But it is what it is. And with Newcastle, they are playing well. All their players are 8 foot. Eddie Howe is a brilliant manager. It's a good city. It's a good city. As I say, it's a good city. It's a good stadium. I don't know the city. I think it's a good feel around the club. It's good to see that they're well balanced. They know when to defend properly. They know when to attack properly and play football. Like, they're very balanced. So credit where it's due for that. They'll definitely be in Europe next season. That's no doubt. I would like to see them in the Champions League as a neutral. And overall, this performance was good. But the game on Saturday is a must-win because it's Chelsea. We saw what happened earlier this season. I demand a win, nothing less. I don't want to see a draw. I don't want to see a loss. I don't take draws. I'm not taking this as a draw, but I saw glimpses today. A bit like the Leeds game, but this was better. But yeah. That would be it, guys. Leave a like on the video if you did like the video and subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me, and an email for any inquiries, and I'll see you guys another time.